And welcome everybody to Randomania 2 for our third week matchup of our Final Fantasy Randomizer Swiss flags. We have two 2-0 competitors tonight, Monoci and PapaFoiz, both very good players. Joining me on comms is the Hangry Canuck. How are you, dude?
Oh, not too bad. Just getting ready for a little rando action.
Alright, and tonight we have Black Mage Forest. And we do have a difference in party setup. We have Mono filling out all the mage slots, and we got Papa look like he's going with 2 fighters, no red mage.
Looks like Papa's hoping to get a good sword early in this one.
Yeah, and definitely hoping to see an early fade. Only having that one black mage for AoE spells could be a bit of a pain early on. But we should be getting underway here pretty quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rando! I just wanted to do that for some reason.
Alright. And our racers have been released. Oop, gotta refresh it.
And away we go. Looks like Papa's changing his party around right away. And Monoci's going to check the magic.
Fire 2, Temper, not bad.
Cure for Fade early. Fade level 1.
That is definitely gonna benefit Mono.
Yeah, it is. With his mage party for sure.
I would almost debate at that point if I was on Papa's side, re-rolling that second fighter.
Looks like Papa's gonna take a fight for some quick experience here before heading up to TOFR.
Looks like both of them aren't going to take that first fight, get experience, drop a save.
Go see what the item shop has to offer, hopefully. Ooh, that's some expensive houses right there.
Yeah, 4,000.
The real estate market's going up, boys.
And Papa had enough. I don't know. I think he was maybe checking the other shops because it looks like they rolled pretty low. Yeah, that's why they're out there fighting that first one. They didn't even have enough to grab Fire 2. But Papa has taken down that first set of imps up to Temple of Fiends.
Unrunnable wolves. Those could be trouble later on.
With Poison Touch. Oh, now we get that lovely, lovely poison music.
Gonna check the chests here, and a heal staff. That could be helpful straight off.
Yeah, early off.
Well, it gives you well, of course, and then, the fighter takes a fall, but... Looks like Monoci's buying some items before he makes his trip to the Temple of Fiends.
And nothing too much in those top 2 chests.
No, there wasn't too much to write home about in those 3 chests right there.
And Monoci finding those same 2 wolves, but since he has Fire 2, he can take them out before the poison gets to him.
It looks like Papa's about to take out Garland, so we're going to get our first look at what the king and the princess have to offer. The king gives us the cube, and the princess gives us the bottle. She must have been thirsty, boys.
This just got interesting.
Papa checking the armor shop. Nothing too much. Silver shield's not bad, though. To go with the helmet he just picked up.
Wooden armor wouldn't hurt either. Nice and cheap.
For absorb, with this early point in the game, it wouldn't be bad. And Monoci is picking up his cube and bottle right now. And there, Papa's bought Temper. I figured he'd go back for that spell.
So right now the only thing we have for progression is going to be Dwarf Cave has to have ship or bridge in it. That'll get us
But
over to Provoca, and we can see
probably have
what
to be. I'm gonna bet the canoe is in there.
we're 2 items in, and we already have calls for Ruby Lock Floater. I expect nothing less.
Well, Sar didn't roll the seed, so who knows? Papa making short work of those wolves.
Yeah,
Looks like they're on the same encounter set. Him and Monoci. They're picking up the same encounters. Will Monoci get 2 arachnids?
No.
I think.
Wolves with heat unrunnable.
Unrunnable wolves bringing the heat.
And glands. Come on, Stogie, we believe in you. Okay, we shouldn't have believed in you.
And Grey Wolves with cremate.
So that unrunnable wolf pack is going to be disastrous early on.
Yep, this could make for a rough go in the early stages getting to towns.
And we got a bridge out of the chest.
Copper Cheerio? Not bad.
Now the problem is Monoci has to... Oh, okay, he's got a couple of cabins.
Yeah, he can encounter Manip to skip those wolves at least. Looks like arachnids have stun touch over there.
Not too dangerous, but more annoying. Yeah, and Papa going to pick up his bridge, so we get to walk all the way back and deal with those wolves the entire way to Provoca.
And now we got the lovely credits.
Alright, Monoci has a bunch of cabins. I'll be curious to see if he pops up to Matoya to check out those 3 chests.
I would think he'd lay... I would think he'd lay a cabin down, go up, and if there's nothing good there, then just reset. He's not really wasting a lot of time walking back. It would be a play worth making this early in the game, I think.
You know, there was this comment in chat, bridge in a chest is silly. Yes, it is. Maybe it was a really big chest, and they used the chest to build the bridge. I don't know. Oh. Ruby and ship in Matoya. The treasure ship.
Wow, shipped in a box.
So, even if it is ruby locked, at least the rubies was found easily. But that does mean we're going to have a hunt for the TNT now. We'll have to see what Vicky has, but with the ship they can get to Elflin, and that means they can get to Marsh. So we might end up having a Marsh required. The ship... No, it was just a really big chest again, and they just threw the chest into the water. That's how it became the ship.
I'd like to see a seed where someone actually has to dive the Marsh Cave. I think that'd be interesting for once.
No, it's not. It's not interesting. I can promise you, it's not. It's interesting for you, the viewer. It's not interesting for me, the player. Invis 2, Heal 3, and Ruse, which should be really good on that night if they don't find the defense.
Lit 2? That's not bad. Lit 2 will help you on the water, but with Nuke, I mean, it's... Fade, my bad. That'll help the Black Mage out really nice.
Yeah, the Force Black Mage only having level 2 so far isn't... not good, but we'll see what Vicky has, then we'll make our way to Elflin, check those level 3 and 4, and see if we can get at least a tier 3 out of that Black Mage that we had to have.
And the pirates are just fading away.
Alright, one fade. kind of sad that we have... Oh, and there's the tail. So it is going to be a hunt for that TNT.
Come on, Marsh Cave. Ooh, floater buyable in the second town. For 37k.
It's going to be a good amount of money, but if they have to dig for the TNT, hopefully they'll find enough money to get that.
Well, Monoci's got the advantage here with the charges of Fade. He could probably go to POP, grind out some quick cash to get his floater.
Yeah, with having... Well, that looks like the direction like that Monoci's heading.
Just throwing away a few encounters. Papa's about to get his tail.
Yeah, they found the ship. I'm surprised Monoci didn't use the ship to get over to Provoca.
Because the ship is here.
Yeah, they found it in Matoya's cave. They could have rowed it to Provoca. Oh, 5,000 for pro rings. That's not too bad.
No, those are some cheap-ass pro rings.
And we'll see if we can get some use out of that black mage here in the level 3 and level 4 shops. Big money, no whammy. Lit 3, Brack.
Brack strats coming into play.
Yeah, level 3 you'll have enough to throw them out.
I'd probably grab Quake too, because Quake's not a bad spell in a pinch. Not a lot to write home about in that one. Fog too, that's about it.
You already have Invis too, so odds are you'll probably not really be using that fog too much.
Yeah, because if you're using Invis and they hit you, it's only the crits, and that's fog's not gonna help you.
There's some chain armor in that shop pretty cheap, but Monoci opted not to pick it up. Guess at this point every
black
bit of gold
will be
fast fire 3.
Fast.
So we got early, temper early, relatively early, fast. Heal 2 is not bad.
Yeah, not much in there.
Yeah, it looks like every bit of gold their savings going towards that floater. Except Monoci didn't even opt to pick up any kind of armor. Papa just about a minute or two behind, gonna probably be taking a look at the same magic spells and then off to Marsh, because that's pretty much where they gotta go. More of the unrunnable wolves.
Edge roll this one, sorry. Are you jealous about that? Are you just jelly because he got the Marsh going before you did?
At least the ruby wasn't hard to find in this one. And Monoci will give us our first look. While PapaFoiz is just following up behind, checking the magic shops.
And Mono's already in the Marsh. We haven't seen Exit or Warp yet, so that's going to be interesting, because they're going to be later on. Be hard to tell. You're going to get much use out of them.
Yeah, that means whatever you find in Marsh, you're going to have to walk out. So if there's anything nasty going in, you're going to have to probably fight it coming back out. And it looks like Papa opted to pick up a couple pieces of armor for his team.
Well, he doesn't have the magic that Mono has, so his fights might last a little longer, so it's not a bad idea. And
so
there's our
easy.
TNT.
So easy.
Now, will Mono dive the swamp cave to the bottom, I wonder?
I know I didn't, and I paid for it. But statistically speaking, there's no reason to if you already have the ruby.
You would be correct, Max. We haven't seen any of those spells yet.
Ew. Exit, you don't really need too many charges of, but Warp's nice to have a couple, especially when you're getting ordeals and you're playing with the Pillar Maze.
Grimps with some Poisano. Not damage, just stone, but that's probably worse.
I think I saw softs being relatively expensive in Corneria, so I doubt anyone has any to spare.
I think they were around 800 gold or something. They were quite expensive.
Yeah, Mono just flying through with plenty of feed charges to throw out.
Yeah, he's not going to have no shortage of magic charges for sure.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if Papa's double fighter will be able to pull out, because he's certainly not making ground up in the early game. Especially with the Black Mage not really pulling his weight just yet. And there's a reset because of the Grimps with poison. A nice run.
Yeah, he found a hero run there.
And if you can manipulate that, that'll be. And he got a good way into the Marsh Cave even. Oh, and Mono is almost out. Oh, he
Crawls
might
with
not make it out,
Blizzard.
though. And his lone fighter is asleep. Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Wake up, Mono! Wake up!
Oh, he's. Oh, nope. Nope. Second crawl, Blizzard.
And his second trip into the Marsh Cave.
And that one wipe pretty much evened our runners up.
Yeah, Pap has yet to encounter the Blizzaro yet.
You just said that because you wanted the commentator's curse. Alright, Mono got his TNT now. Yep, he's not even bothering with those other 3 chests. There's junk in them.
No, I think he just wants it and gone.
Oh, he's gonna try and top up. I don't know if it's gonna help too much.
I don't think I'd bother because, I mean, the Blizzard hits, they don't got enough hit points to survive it anyway.
Oh, and I think Mono found the same hero run that Papa got getting here, because he's out, he's saved, he's good to go.
The TNT Joker was in Marsh.
And if I'm understanding the progression, well, I guess Sarda could still not necessarily have the canoe, because you can make it a canoe sage. It could be a vanilla canoe. But since both runners already have the ruby and they're going to be right there, I have to imagine they're going to make the trip. And we'll see what Sarda has.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would think they'd go to Sarda before they'd head down to Crescent Lake, for sure.
They did not pick up enough money, though, especially having to wipe, reset, and then just get in and get out. So Mono's only sitting at 5,000. He still needs 32,000 more for that floater.
Yeah, the floater is the shop incentive item, and that is in Provoca, I believe.
So yeah, going back to the pop grind might end up being with... Ooh, and George is with crack.
Crack is whack, y'all!
I always knew that George guy looked shady.
Well, the early game enemies have really been bringing the heat so far.
That's almost a good thing, because then you're not going to see him down in Temple of Fiends. It's annoying as hell when imps have thunder, but you only see him for about 10 minutes, then you're done. And Mono, keeping the meme alive. Hooray, Dwarf, I like it.
Mono's about to get his canal, so he will be able to make his way. I like how he just gives you a canal, like, it's like, you know, he's gotta be pretty strong to be holding up a canal.
You could argue canal's a lack of something, so he's actually giving you nothing. Yeah, Mono knows where there's a decent run on the table. He looks like he's burning off about 3 encounters before he decides to go anywhere.
Unrunnable asps. Interesting.
And Papa is stun locked. Had stop.
Nothing a little bit of fade can't fix.
Yeah, that low level heal 3 is going to be awesome to keep people topped up.
The Fire 2 is not going to do too much against the Hags, for sure. Old Stogie isn't going to be too useful right now. He might be damned eventually. I'd almost consider it if Nuke doesn't show up to, like, if Nuke was only level 6 or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Lit 3 in practice. There it is, level 5.
So what
Along
would you
with
do?
Quad
Do you
X.
think would you Dan the Black Mage? Since,
If I was on Mono's side, definitely.
yeah, because with the white and red wizard with fade, I mean, the Black Mage is just taking up valuable experience.
And let me see here. And I think, if I remember what I just saw, I believe Nuke was 3rd slot down, which memory serves is going to be not learnable by the red mage, but will be learnable by the red wizard. If my memory is serving me correctly.
And it looks like the Giant's going to eat tonight.
Nom nom, Ruby. Not, ooh, George's.
Sharks would stop. There you go.
Sharks will stop. So they'll show up again in Sea Shrine.
And Ben and Abe aren't exactly reliable runners.
Flame Sword, Wizard Staff. That's not great, but not bad.
That will be good for Papa when he gets there. He needs a decent sword for his fighters.
And that Wizard Staff could become useful for carry.
And Mono's going to make his way towards Sardia, so we'll see what he's holding. Willing to bet it's probably the canoe.
At this rate, it's 50-50. It's either here or at the canoe stage. So at that point, we'd be locked out of progression.
I'm going to say the floater is being held in Crescent Lake hostage.
Oh, it's in that was in Provoca.
That is correct.
It is the canoe.
The canoe.
Alright. So now we have everything for the airship, and it's going to open up. And we'll see where some paths start to diverge. Oh, but Papa did go to Crescent Lake first, which was not the decision he should have made. He's not going to get the key item he wants.
But they still have to do a grind of some sort to get the cash for the floater yet.
Yeah, because there's nowhere else to go to. Oh, crown. Okay.
Sages have the crown.
I could see doing the crown. Hoping that between the, 10 and then however many in the, Chester and Dwarf Cave, that might be enough money for you. Or you could grind.
Yeah, I think POP grind would be better than making a long walk to get the crown quest done. 37k the floater costs.
Yeah,
and
that
Papa's
early
got
floater.
300 gold.
He's going to see what he can find outside of Crescent Lake. Isn't a bad idea since you're there. See if you can find either giants would actually be good here since they're a good amount of gold for each of them killed.
No, Trenton, nobody's been to the volcano yet.
Mono just picked up the canoe off of Sarda. So he's the only one that even has access right now to the volcano. And it looks like Papa's going to try to grind right here and get that, get the money and get some levels, get something going.
Looks like they're both going to try to grind around Crescent Lake to get some cashola.
And just some levels. I mean, you'll see that Black Mage on Papa's side has 66 max HP.
I'm just wondering when this Black Mage is going to take the dirt nap.
Well, for now, Mono's keeping him, both keeping him down in that lower slot, so they're hoping.
The fighter's taking a little nap right now. And with the magic charges and him without a good sword, you know, it might not be a bad idea to keep the fighter down for a while.
He has a flame sword.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather build my mages up so they'd have more charges of spells than the fighter's going to do damage with the flame sword.
Yes, this would be a ruby required because you needed the ruby to get the canoe. I do know there's been talk of expanding the open progression flag that we have that moved the mountains and added some ports to potentially eventually make it so we don't even need the airship, and that may eventually add a port down there, but for right now you need the canoe to get to the airship.
Let's see what level 6 has. Life 2.
Oh, Mono think that's worth the buy now. Yeah, Ice 2 and Bane were the only standouts. Yeah, the Black Mage definitely doesn't seem like he's level 5 nuke. You just don't get enough charges.
Mono's got his crown. Yeah, I'm thinking that the Black Mages are going to become useless quick.
Yeah, but we'll see what Mono decides to do. See how he is now at a point. Yeah, they just need to sit back and make some money.
Now, I think it'd be a good time to dive Volcano. Lots of chests.
Oh yeah, Mono can do that. Yeah, he can check that top level.
So it's probably where he's heading, I would say.
Yeah, Papa does not have that because he opted not to check Sarda.
So right now, Mono's got the advantage.
Looks like Papa's heading back that way. That's probably where he's headed. He probably knows that's where the canoe has to be now. Yeah, the armory on that first floor volcano hopefully has a good amount of cash and get a couple maybe compete encounters.
Yeah, unrunnable hydras are jerks for sure.
Oh,
Don't think I've ever seen a seed where they don't hit like trucks.
Especially, I don't know how much that Mono picked up in terms of armor. They already hit like trucks, and they roll higher on either damage or hits than they'll be taking your fighter down in one hit, much less anything else.
Well, 176. That's a start. Oh, he's skipping the other chest, though. Going straight for the treasure trove.
I guess progress is progress, but this is not the amount of money he wanted to see.
Well, that Bane sword will be sold for a bit of cash. Yes, Joker, we have the floater is for sale in Provoca for 37 grand. Right about now, I'd sell it.
Yeah, if it had any amount of money, you know, sometimes you get in the shop and it's, oh, 5,000, thanks. Yeah, pro rings. Man, there is not much in this treasury. Jump change, really.
Yeah, not a lot to write home about there. As Papa's making his way towards Stardia to get his canoe. Unrunnable fires. That could get interesting. And TOFR.
He took him out before we could see if they had anything nasty.
You need to roll high hit points, though.
That's a nice pickup. That'll be even better for Papa when he gets that far to get some AoE going. Sarda did have the canoe, Ali. Mono says that's enough. He's gonna get out. Save what he got. Black shirt and pretty much nothing else. A little bit of money, probably not even 10k out of it.
You got the Bane sword.
Oh yeah, Bane sword to sell.
Papa's gonna come across his flame sword now.
This is... I don't know that I've actually seen a seed where you're pretty much need to grind like I've seen this seed. I mean, you could dive dungeons, but you're kind of spinning your wheels at that point, using the canoe and the ship to get around.
Well, he's a little over halfway there in terms of cash. Think he might try an ice cave dive here?
Oh, that's dangerous. This one I would hope to at least find exit somewhere before I go in the ice cave.
But we've seen all the white magic spells, so exit's gotta be level 7 or level 8 at this point in time. So you're not gonna get any charges of it, really.
Yep, that's where Mono's heading.
Well, really, it's the only... No.
Oh, he's going to pop.
Unrunnable Caribs, too. Wow, man. The rivers are going to be painful.
Caribs are awful things to be unrunnable, because then all they need is something nasty. You see 7, 8 of them at a time. I don't remember if there was houses for sale in Provoca.
There was houses, but they were worth $3,000, remember?
Oh yeah, so you're kind of... What do? Spend the money on houses so you can grind a bit longer? Or you just go out and hope one set of charges gets you what you need?
Want to check in the armor shop here? I wonder if he's willing to sell something. Is he gonna sell the pro ring?
Everything. Sold the black shirt. No respect.
He wants that floater.
Man, you know you're desperate when you're taking the time to sell the wooden hat for 11 gold.
The wizard staff goes next, I bet you.
Yep, let's see how much that Bane sword sells for.
Bye bye, Bane Swordy.
Oh, there you go. That's enough.
No, with the wizard, holy lord. Oh, he's selling it anyway.
Mono's Discount Bazaar.
It's fire sale, everything must go.
Fuchsia, they did dig armory already. It had nothing much in it.
Then we can buy back his pro rings. That was a very smart play by Mono. Looks like Papa's following the same route, selling everything he has to get his floater too.
Yep, down to 500 gold, and they're going to both pretty much high-fiving.
Yep, this is gonna turn into a race very shortly.
Yeah, Mono had the slight edge early, but that wipe in March is all it took to have them be pretty much neck and neck. Although they are taking different routes. Papa using the ship to get around, which is probably going to end up better for him.
Especially with unrunnable hydras, and the rivers being as bad as they are.
Yeah, Triple, it's been a pretty light seed in terms of gold. Even the treasury only ended up showing about 10k worth of actual gold. It was the Bane Sword and the Wizard Staff were where the real money was.
Uh-oh, this could be a bad ambush. Scorp. Ooh, Cobras with Stone Touch.
You got the fade off.
Looks like Papa's about to get his airship.
Yeah, you can see how much faster he was able to get there. They already have the tail, they have the crown, so they can route in getting their class upgrade, then they can route in checking magic shops while they're doing the key quest.
Well, this is going to be interesting now to see which route these runners take. Looks like Papa's going to do some shopping.
A couple safety cabins.
Looks like Mono's going to do his key quest right away here. He's hitting for Astos. He's leaving his red mage stoned.
I don't know how much money he has. Or if softs were available in Crescent Lake.
Looks like Papa's following the same strategy, going for Astos as well. And Randomania, thank you for the raid. And everybody, while we have a little, it's not much of a lull in the action, but feel free to give these runners a follow, for they are putting on a great show for you tonight. As well as my fellow commentator and our streamer.
And our tracker also, Melee Wizard. Doing all the back end stuff.
The unsung hero.
But yeah, but while these guys are kind of in step, finishing up the crown quest, bit of a recap. The king had our cube. Sarah had the bottle. That means we needed progression that we found in the dwarf cave in form of the bridge. Over in Provoca, we had the tail off of Bicky and the floater for 37,000 in the shop. The ruby and ship both required in Matoya's cave, and then the TNT was in Top Marsh.
Looks like Mono is now diving to Cardia Islands to see what loot he can get. The defense sword. Ooh, that's a good pickup. That'll be a great pickup for Papa when he gets there.
See, now this is where I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have went this far in the quest yet. I would have waited to get the class upgrades so that while I'm in Elfland, you can get those spells. And now he's gonna have to come back again once he gets promoted. I don't remember if there's anything decent in the White Magic's shop though.
Well, Mono's going to get promoted right now.
And you got no time to equip that defense sword.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And the Black Mage was the forced character, for those of you who don't know.
I don't think Papa's going to see what he can find in all the dense, at least, areas of the key locks. And then head up to Cardia. That Pro Cape's not bad.
Mage Staff could come in handy.
And a Flame Armor over on Papa's side. And a ribbon on Papa's side.
Wow, a ribbon. That's an early ribbon, too. Makes you wonder if Mono will check that chest or not.
So I mean, their defense isn't too good, but you know, I've killed chaos with less.
Looks like Papa's gonna raid steal the dwarves.
You got Invis 2 already, Fast Temper, Defense Sword. You got one ribbon. Gear wise, I mean, you want more, but it's starting to get into the doable range. Opal Bracelet, Katana pickup. Melt, there it is.
One. Oh boy, this just got interesting.
So, as soon as Papa gets up to the Cardi Isles, he'll have, if he wants to, a defense on one of his knights and a mass moon on the other. Oh, and Mono's on the right side of this fight. Team Stake. Bit ashamed he didn't change his fun percent flag, though. Ooh. The wings not playing nice. Very hot. Blazing hot wings.
Yes, Joker, I agree with you there, with those two swords. Looks like he's back to get his nuke, which he can't learn yet because he has not class changed.
Yep, he needs that class upgrade for that before he can get his nuke on his red mage. Or on his black mage to do. Yeah,
and Mono looks like it's about to do ordeals.
Ordeals is a good one to do early. The monsters aren't too tough. Get a couple more levels. Get a little more prepared.
Unrunnable red goils. That could be an issue.
So far not showing anything. So just could be a nuisance. It's looking like they only have a melee script.
Papa about to get his class change.
See, and that's where the routing that Mono did, I think, was much better. Is now Papa's going to have to retrace a bunch of steps back to Corneria, back to Elfland, when he was just steps away, a minute ago. There you go, defense and Masmoon on those two knights.
That's going to make Papa quite strong.
And he will be able to get a couple charges of fate on those knights.
Oh, and Mono picked the bad pillar and got sent back to the start. But he's quickly making his way back.
Nah, he's...
Well, third time's a charm, I guess.
Or fourth, or fifth, or sixth.
Papa clearing out Party Islands to get his stuff.
And for anyone who's not familiar with the randomizer, one of the things that will randomize is those pillars, so you can't just use the vanilla path. Each time you go into the game, you have to figure it out. And then with these flags, the magic shops are shuffled, chests are shuffled, the NPCs are shuffled other than the quest chains. Once you get the crown, it'll always lead to the herb, always lead to the key.
The chime is always down, and Lefwin, Lupa down.
I do believe, I don't have the flags in front of me, I do believe once we get to the bracket stage, I believe that they're going to go ahead and do the quest chain shuffle as well. Which I really do enjoy. Yeah, so we have our Swiss tournament. We have 5 weeks of this. The 5-0s and the 4-1s will automatically advance to the bracket stage. Then anyone that's 3-2 will be our wild card, so to speak. They have to play in to get those the last spots. And then each stage of the brackets gets a little bit tougher, adds another flag, or the enemy percents go up a little bit more.
Well, one of these runners can punch their ticket anyway.
Yep, they can at least guarantee themselves a shot. Oh,
Game changer! I say sell it or trash it. Ooh, he's equipping it. Joker's not happy now.
Yeah, until he gets, well, if he finds Masamune, since it's not a guarantee for him to find it, Vorpal is perfectly suitable.
And Mono got the slab. So now it looks like he's doing a little grind here on these zombie dragons.
Yeah, feel him out.
Yeah, they don't look like they have much danger, so why not? He's got the magic charges. Looks like Mono's got a level advantage right now.
That could easily change. We'll see what encounters Papa takes along the way up. That mage staff coming in handy.
Mono is out of magic. Gonna use his house to restore his magic.
The price of those houses is more like a palace.
Hey man, real estate's gone up. We got some Ocho action going on here.
So then that'll route it in really nicely. As Mono gets back to his airship, he'll be able to go down south, retranslate the slab, finish up the key quest, pick up whatever free chests he opts to, pick up some magic, and then he can come back up north, do Bottle to Oxiel, and the translated slab to the Chime.
And with the cube, he could dive Sky Castle right away.
Yeah, if he felt that his gear and his levels were up for it, he could stay right in there and take a stab at Sky Castle. Hell, even just check the first level. Since he seems to figure out where there's that hole in the table, he could go get those 7-8 chests on that first level.
Yes, Lucius, they are basically the 4 top weapons in the game. Arguably, we'll just put it that way.
Well, stop spreading lies in chat. No, but the defense casts ruse on the user. It's a very large evasion buff. Masamune is the best weapon. Well, Vorpal behind it, and Katana very good for if you happen to be rolling with a ninja.
Mono now has his Oxyale. Chug it back. Looks like he is going to Waterfall now. Doing all his incentive places. That's a good play for sure.
Yeah, in Waterfall, the river encounters are good experience. The encounters in Waterfall are good experience.
But with those unrunnable Hydras and Caribs, you gotta watch the rivers.
There's our exit. Mono opts to pick it up. Level 7 exit, level 7 warp. Yeah, neither of them have been to Ice Cave. I'm sure they both were waiting for that exit and that warp. And Mono hasn't found the ribbon that Papa has, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and try Mermaid Side. Will started a trend, it seems. And looks like Papa's just going to be just a little bit behind, but he does have a pretty clear gear advantage.
Okay, I seem to be having some technical difficulties with my randomizer stream, but
nothing too much so far in Waterfall on not Waterfall, Mermaid Side. Opal bracelet, good to sell. Trenton, they have pretty cheap pro rings. I think they all had pro rings. Yeah, Mono actually, yeah, this is some of the first armor Mono's really gotten. And there's our sharks with Stop showing back up. And got all 4 of Mono's party. Alright, well, he got rid of the shark and got out of there.
Alright, I'm back. Technical difficulties taken care of.
You don't lie, you just went and got a snack.
No, I had KFC before this run started, so...
Exit was level 7 as well as warp, so all of the utility get out of dungeon free spells were pretty high.
Yeah, it won't be much use for them.
Yeah, so we still need loot and rod. And we still have waterfall and ice to check. So they could possibly put that off as long as they could.
Looks like
Get
Papa's
everything
heading
else.
ice right now.
Oh, he's going. I was saying if they picked up Exeter Warp, they could maybe do that, do ice last, and they might get that level 7 charge they need. And I'm surprised both of our runners kept the Black Mage upright.
Yeah, he's on the good side of the turf. There's something going on there. But we've yet to see if this ice cave will yield any craziness stuff.
How bad can this cave be, right, Trenton?
The wolves had it.
It looks like the undead pack did roll ambush. Nothing but melee so far, though.
Yeah, they don't seem to be much of a problem here. Mono was exiting the sea shrine.
Yeah, I like what Mono's doing Sea Shrine.
Doing it in 2 parts.
Yeah, we're 51 minutes in now, and we don't have an orbital on either side.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that's going to change now that they have the armor and everything they need. I think it's going to be
Yeah, it's gonna become fast and
quick
furious.
to go mode.
And Papa arguably, I haven't seen if he picked up wall, so he's only sitting at 1 ribbon, but he's got Massa, he's got defense, he's got a ribbon, some opal bits, low level temper, got fast, he could potentially make a play as soon as he has all those orbs lit and go straight in, whereas Monoci, as of right now, has no ribbons and Vorpal as his best weapon.
Makes you wonder if he'll actually check those chests.
Well, he hasn't been down south yet. He got the crown, and he turned in the herb, I believe. Yeah, he has the herb. So he just needs to go wake up the prince. I'm sure he's waiting to get all this northern hemisphere stuff done, rather than make trips back and forth.
And the always unrunnable Wizards a Hag, Reds a Hag fight.
That kind of does give us a moment to point out one of the other flags for anyone that's not familiar. We have Unrunnable Shuffle on. So most of the run encounters that are unrunnable, that are just your normal day-to-day encounters, are shuffled around.
So something that's unrunnable in vanilla might not be unrunnable here.
And one thing you will notice if you're just familiar with vanilla is the wait command that was added mainly because of the unrunnable shuffle. It'd be a little unfair to make things unrunnable and not tell you if it's unrunnable. Although I think you can check off the run to wait option if you really don't like yourself. But the run to wait is one of our conveniences. If you're just familiar with vanilla, there's a couple other things I'm sure you noticed. They're running pretty quick. Animations have been sped up. And you've probably seen my favorite convenience is the buy 10 option. Anyone who played as a kid knows that when you need to stock up on heals, you just find that shop, start spamming A, and, I don't know, read a book. Heck, write a book.
Mage staff coming in handy. Not so much in this ice cave so far.
And Monoci digging deep in water, looking for those few things he needs. Sure, he wants at least one ribbon.
Oh, can't see him going in without one.
Comment in chat, buy 50 option would just piss me off because you can only use it once.
Max plus Pi's got the idea. Well, this has been a pretty poor ice cave so far. Here's the enemy I was waiting for. Ah, we're not gonna get to see.
Nothing nice to write home about. Comment in chat, McGrew, that is Valkyries of Light. I believe romhacking.net, if you look up Final Fantasy, Taryn, one of our randomizer runners, created those sprites.
Then we have a rod sighting. And now it looks like Papa's gonna do himself a little eye grind. Or not.
Oh, okay, I am wrong. Thank you, chat. The white mage with ears threw me off. Oh, even Taryn dogpiling me.
So right now it looks like if PapaFoiz finds a few more items, he could be in go mode. Because he's got good weapons, he's got a good bit of armor, he does have one ribbon. If he happens to find that loot, he could be go.
I don't think either of our guys have been to Waterfall yet. So that's where it's gotta be.
Yeah, there's no other options for it there, so
he knows
Papa
where
can
it
get
is.
there to get that. There's go mode for him.
Yep, it's just a matter of how far does he want to get up for levels, because how hard does he want to dig for a more ribbons.
I could see him digging the Sky Palace, but I can't, just the big chests. I can't see him digging the whole thing.
Yeah, first, second floor, then there's a couple of rooms.
And
on the
it's
way up
released the Kraken!
Oh, Brackstrat's off. Oh, 1 round Kraken with Brack.
And there is 8 tentacles have now become 800 pieces of tentacles.
It's a Bracken. I'm surprised Mono's not taking the... Oh, there he is. Okay, he backed out. Didn't think to hit the end, though. Going just straight up to Waterfall. No problem, Taryn.
What did we plug?
The Valkyries of Light that I inaccurately said was the sprites that Papa was using.
Looks like Mono is not heading to the waterfall.
He was just
Or
burning
maybe he is.
encounters.
Yeah, burning encounters. Papa's going into the volcano. Probably hoping to dig for a second ribbon, maybe. He's going to be very disappointed with the treasure chests.
Yeah, first level or second level volcano was pretty poor. And definitely props to a tracker melee wizard. He's doing a much better job than I ever did with those backgrounds.
Yeah, I did it last night for SARS race, and I think Shy had to change it more than I did. I kept forgetting.
While I'm at it, thank you Randomania again for hosting us. Been hosting a bunch of our runs. Thank you to Nora for being our restreamer, and my co-commentator, the Hangry Canuck. I am Demon Frog. Give everybody a follow. You don't see much on my page personally, but if you want to see not how to play this game, yeah, I guess you can follow me.
I forget what your record is, Demon.
0-2. I'll be 1-2. My person I was matched up with withdrew, so I will technically have a win on the books, but I have not beaten anybody yet.
Oh, there's so many good runners in this. It's anybody's game anytime you step on her.
Wasn't much with the waterfall chests. Looks like Mono might be. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no exit yet, so he's got to hoof it back out.
No, but he does have the loot, so.
Unrunnable mud goals.
Oh, those things were a pain in my arse last night.
Luckily, they got phased. So they have a non-elemental spell to try and burn them down. Oh, and the Georges with a crack might be a difference maker in Volcano because they do show up. And now if Papa's gonna keep digging, try to get that.
All he needs is that second ribbon because he knows where the loot is at. If he gets another ribbon, I think you could see him ditching every chest and go mode.
Yep. And that Halo 3 coming in real nice in Volcano. So far, Volcano's been a bust. I mean, you had the Bane Sword and Wizard Staff that both our runners sold for money to get the floater for it was 37,000. But otherwise, I haven't really seen anything to write home about.
Those mud galls are really putting it to Mono on that side. Good experience for him, though. It puts his levels where he probably wants them when he's ready to go. I've seen Mono tend to dive at earlier levels than most.
Yeah, if nothing else, you give it a poke. And maybe you squeak by.
I feel comfortable going down about 19 or 20 if I have a couple of ribbons.
Ambush? Oh, George's did not start off with crack.
He's just gazing into Ben's eyes before he pulls out the crack.
Yeah, the floater was 37,000 in Provoca, and not much to write home about up to there for money. So they both sold the Wizard Staff. Or I think Papa might still have the Bane Sword.
Yes, Papa didn't. Papa did not sell the Bane Sword.
Okay, Papa still has the Bane Sword. Mono sold both the Bane Sword and the Wizard Staff to get the money for the floater.
Mono sold the farm to get the money for the farm. The money for the floater. He sold everything he had.
Yep, and now you see Mono doing that routing paying off. He's picking up all those spells he couldn't pick up, either unpromoted or in the southern hemisphere, now that he's pretty much cleared out everything he could do in the northern.
An unrunnable red giants. Will they have anything dangerous besides a heavy hand?
The world may never know.
And we're going to get our first look at Carrie now.
Papa playing it safe. I don't know that he needs to, but...
Yeah, I don't know if he'd have much to worry about on Carrie 1. Looks like Mono's remembering to give that dankest of herb.
Maya, nope, they have everything they need.
Yeah, Maya, they know where everything's at, and Papa knows where the loot is at, and I think once he finds his second ribbon, he is in go mode.
Carrie even giving you a nice free turn with an ink. And nice easy carry. So we're
And Papa has lit his first orb.
locked up at 1 each. Mono does have a little more overworld stuff done. He's got Waterfall done. He's got a harder dungeon done. But he's still lacking. He's still well behind when you look at the gear that he has.
Yeah, but Papa hasn't got that loot yet. He hasn't been to Waterfall. He's now diving Earth. Makes you wonder, is he going to pick up the chests?
And I guess Mono still actually has Ice Cave to do as well when we're talking. So I think he's trying to save that to see if he will get that level 7 charge.
Looks like Papa's just going to go straight for Lich. I don't think there's going to be any stopping him.
You might check this room with 3 chests right here isn't too far off. Though we're well over an hour in and each one only has 1 orb.
He's looking for that second ribbon.
That 15,000 gold chest I would have liked 45 minutes ago.
Looks like Mono is going to come across some chests now. He is going to get his Mazmun in a few seconds. Or his ribbon, sorry.
Yeah, there was a question in chat that some of the other guys got, but there is a list of stuff that can be incentivized. However, if, let's say, the bridge is required, and that's then put into an incentivized location, that then means that there's more items that you need to beat the game and there are incentivized locations. So that means one of those really, those items that you need to beat the game, unless it's the tail, is then shuffled to a random chest. So if you get a bridge or the ship, anything like that early on as an incentivized location, whether it be the king or Sarah, then you're looking at having to dig chests for something important.
Looks like Papa's playing with his gear. From what I've seen of his gear, he's pretty well ready to go. If he were to find that second ribbon, I don't think he'd check another chest. And a nice little door glitch there. Looks like Mono was picking up spells for his fighter, a very good play.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he doesn't do ice and then volcano while he's right here. He's just traveling as little as physically possible.
Yeah, Mono's routing is spot on. He's doing the stuff he can in the same area.
You know, and I've made comments before of, oh, you save 30 seconds here, and that seems kind of silly. We've had one race so far. We're only in week 3, decided by 5 seconds, and we've had one race decided by 3 seconds.
So yeah, every second counts. Every bad routing, every bad menuing could cost you the match with the way these runners are and the way everybody's so close.
Yeah, it came down to the 3-second one. I believe one of the runners decided to try and power bonk before attacking. And just that one decision very well could have been the difference. Was there another close one, Allie? I know there was a 3 and a 5. Second differential.
I think SARS was the closest. He was 3 seconds.
Oh, the Drumbortis Forzando was one that I commentated on that was 3 seconds also. So, 3 weeks and we've had 3 different races with 5 seconds or less.
And Papa just found the second ribbon. The vampire was hiding a ribbon.
You think he'd equip it so the fire didn't hurt so much?
Yeah, to me vampires don't seem that very smart though. Now I'm guessing Papa's go. He's gonna finish this, probably get his waterfall.
Yeah, I wouldn't check any chests that are more than 5 or 6 steps out of my way at this point. You go, you got everything you need.
With his armor, his weapons, his
Mono
magic.
picks up a second ribbon too.
There's no reason for Papa to check another chest, really.
Oh, there was the one northeast room that Papa skipped that had the third ribbon. He could have been going since then.
Mono's about to make short work of Carrie, I do believe. Papa getting a little in a little tussle with a bat and losing there for a few seconds.
As annoying as these bats are, thank God the developers moved some of the more annoying ones out of the way, particularly the one in the that like to hang out in the hallway leading up to the vampire that gets stuck in that hallway.
It looks like we have dueling fiend fights, and they're pretty much down at the same time. And Papa has his second orb lit.
And there, Mono's got his, so we are tied up at 2.
Papa about to translate his slab, which leads me to believe he will be heading to get his chime and going to Sky Castle immediately.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty much knotted up, because you got Mono having to go into ice. You still have Papa that has to do waterfall, and locked up at 2 orbs each. So they're
right now,
pretty
I'd
much
say
neck and neck.
Yeah, I'd say it's neck and neck right now. I would say the only advantage might go to Papa because of the gear.
But then you also got Monoci that has access to 2 characters with Fade. And so he's going to be able to burn down the fodder monsters a little bit easier than Papa's going to be able to deal with it.
Looks like Papa's going to head for the town first before going to the waterfall.
He will check his level 7s. And be agitated that it was exiting warp.
Mono is now going down into the ice cave.
Mono's in go. He's not checking anything. He's going straight to that chest and getting out.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt they're boat and go mode now. It's just who's going to get there first. Looks like Papa's going to do Sea Shrine before he goes to the waterfall.
And this will be a decent pickup for Papa, because Mono spent the time heading over to Mermaids, whereas I can't imagine Papa's going to. Yeah, he's going left side.
Yeah, no, there's no reason for Papa to go to the Mermaids now. That is a good point, Will.
Yeah, I thought that's what Mono was doing, but it looks like he didn't have enough levels yet before heading into ice to have the charge of exit or warp.
Oh, he's making short work of this ice cave, though.
And then he'll pick up his rod.
And now both players are officially go. Except Papa needs the loot.
Yeah, but that's essentially a foregone conclusion. We'll make sure he doesn't miss it, though. It's arguably one of the worst things you can forget, because you're already in Topher, you're a couple floors down, and you go, oh no.
I guess it would be safe to check chests along the way, because we still have not seen the power bonk yet.
Yeah, power bonk on Papa's side of White Shirt wouldn't be bad. I believe that Mono has 2 casts of Invisible 2 and Defense Sword, so White Shirt isn't necessary, but it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, power bonk could be just about. Oh, I'm surprised Papa took that trap tile encounter.
He wants that power bonk. I think he's going to check whatever he can.
This isn't a terrible fight if for experience either, so. Oh, that's something I missed. The gold bracelets, 14,000.
Mono stocking up, getting his characters all ready to go. Did he just buy a rub?
If we weren't being restrained, I would have a joke for that. But I wouldn't want to piss off our friends at Randomania. Papa just tearing through this sea shrine.
Mono is just gonna tear through this Earth Cave, I would imagine. I can't see him stopping for anything.
Yeah, it's interesting because both players, some of them, Mono dug in some places and then Papa dug in some places. Now they're not gonna. It's definitely too close to call.
Oh yes, it's one bad TOFR boss, one gatekeeper, and this could be anybody's match.
Yeah, question in chat. A1 potions in the game, vanilla game, if you had 99 and picked up a potion, it would just throw away the potion you picked up in the randomizer. It just adds it to you, so you can actually have over 99 potions by picking them up out of chests.
Papa's engaged Kraken. Seems to be making good progress here.
It's like a truck. We didn't see that.
Kraken just split the wig of the Black Mage.
But is made of essentially wet newspapers and noodles. Which I guess is apropos for the tentacles.
And that's Papa's third orb, and now he is heading for the waterfall to get his loot, and then you can imagine he will be going to the air palace right away.
Yeah,
Mono is going further down, and he will pick up his third ribbon very shortly. He will be very happy.
Yeah, that'll swing the gear advantage a little bit towards Monoci now, being able to have a ribbon on
all
mages
three of his
and
wizards.
And we'll see. Might see a high five in Sky Castle, so it might be a side-by-side race for the rest of the game.
It's the rod, Monoci, not the loot.
Oh, yes, I.
Yeah, I agree, Itch. Not having exit's gonna be pretty bad. Especially in the waterfall.
Yeah, with the unrunnable mud galls, although they didn't seem to be... They didn't show Monoci anything good.
They hit hard, but they're not even hitting hard here. Looks like Monoci is getting trolled by the same bat that Papa did, only slightly worse. You think you just pull out your sword and slice the bat in half, right? It's like, why push him along? Although it's an awfully big bat if you're just pushing him along, because he is the same size as you.
Yeah, but you can defeat the elements, the elemental fiends, and travel back in time to defeat the ultimate chaos, but defeated by a bat.
I wonder if Papa will show OB, because I know Mono didn't. And there's Mono's third orb. It only seems right that he will be heading to get his chime, and then heading to Sky Castle.
Oh yeah, it's something neither of our runners have done yet.
Nope, neither of them, but Mono is about to. It looks like I'm getting a little feedback here on not insulting bats. For the record, I do not like bats, so I will insult them all I like to.
Key. Yeah, so Papa will be effectively the flight from. Well, I guess he's got to walk back out since there is no exit warp. Yeah, he was hoping to have it by then.
This could be advantage to Monoci right now.
Yep, because Papa still got to get out of Waterfall all the way
And if
down
you
the
look at-
airship and then go get the chime.
Monoci has 3 ribbons. Would there really be a reason to check anything in Sky Cave besides the power bonk, I wonder?
You have Massa, you have Fast, you have Temper. You can use the defense sword instead of the bonk while you're, getting everything set up. Power bonk would I don't think is not necessary here. If they were rolling with the defense sword.
Yeah, Mono didn't
Or
get the
even less.
Masmundo, don't forget. He didn't go check those key lock doors, so he may be thinking the best thing he has to roll with is the defense sword.
You should have
Arena. The power bonk is actually the power gauntlet. What it does, it acts like a temper. Makes your weapon stronger. It's a free temper for whoever's wearing it, so it's really good.
Saber, actually, so it does attack and accuracy.
And I agree with Maya. I'm pretty sure Mono's just going straight for Tiamat. And good job to our tracker for changing the locations. Just want to put that shout out there. And don't forget to follow all these people that work hard to put these runs on, like Randomania and my fellow commentator Demon Frog, our tracker, our restreamer. Don't bother following me though, I'm just boring.
Oh, you're in the same boat then. You'll see a bunch of really bad Final Fantasy Randomizer runs on my channel. That's about all you'll get.
And it looks like we have Team Steak here. Papa's gonna grill us up some.
A man after my own heart, as long as it doesn't come with those extra spicy cremate heat wings.
Yeah, Mono's going straight through the Sky Castle like nobody's business.
And a bit of a segue from chat, talking about the item casting. One of the flags that they're working on, I believe it's in beta. I think it's essentially they're just making sure that all the kinks have been worked out. One of the shuffles that has been done is all of these spells that are associated with the normal items in vanilla have been shuffled.
Okay,
so
folks.
you can end up with a nuke shirt.
It's Warmech hype time. Let's see it. We want to see 3 Warmechs. Pray to the gods.
Monoci did it all kinds of wrong. Up and right.
I don't like that floor when you get an encounter and I can't remember how many times I went over and up and you're like, oh crap.
It's also a good segue for the other flag that we do have is the teleport shuffle. That can put that teleport up to the bridge anywhere.
Papa just got his chime. Looks like I'm being joined by my furry friend here. Boo! No Warmech. Looks like we're going for Brackstrats. And a fighter with some fade action going on here. And by Will.
Took out the white mage, but it wasn't that strong of a hit, actually. It wasn't too bad.
No, I believe Mono didn't heal before he took this fight. Melina, it's my brother's cat. It comes down and joins me every once in a while.
DMAC just kind of playing with them. A couple of Fade 2s. Oh, there. Fire 2s, not Fade 2s. Fade 2 would be amazing.
Yeah, Tiamat didn't have much there. Well, it looks like Mono has his 4th orb and is ready to go. Now, would you feel safe going down at his levels, or would you think you would grind some more?
I personally try to avoid grinding. I would have taken a few more encounters myself. But you know what? You got the 4 orbs. Let's go. You know, the bunch of unrunnables we saw early, so you should be able to get through relatively easy.
Yeah, Mono's going right down.
We saw Blizzard, Cremate. We've seen quite a few of the nastier things you can see.
There's still nukes and nuclear, though.
Oh yeah, the fiends can still be bad.
Looks like Mono's not even taking fights. It looks like he's going straight in. He must feel comfortable with his levels. But with 3 ribbons, I mean, it's kind of hard not to feel comfortable. So there's not a lot that's going to touch you.
It was level 2 temper, level 4 fast, so he's got plenty of charges of that. He's got plenty of invisibles, defense sword. I mean, all of that.
Yeah,
as long as you can get the defenses up. As long as you can get those invisibles up before they take out your key players. Not even checking the validation chests.
No, he's going straight for it.
Oh, I'll be interested to see if I can catch Mono's armor screen, because we got some chat people saying that he bought the gold bracelets, but maybe he hasn't equipped them yet.
Actually, you know, I believe he hasn't, because I never seen him go in to equip them, to be honest. Well, we'll see when Kraken hits him for about 5 grand. That's my best. I want to see it. It always happens to me. I always get the seeds where Kraken fasts himself and then totally annihilates somebody.
Yeah, Papa digging a little bit. He must want that last ribbon, so he's going to be sad to know that it was in that upper right chest in Volcano. So all he could be looking for is Power Bonk, but alright, he's going now. I think he may have just been checking those lower floors.
I think he was just checking something he might check the 4 chests up here that are above the teleporter, but nope. He looks like he's going straight to. And here we go. Unrunnable mud gulls.
Yep. Getting close to the...
More war mech hype, people. Unrunnable airs. Mono's stuck on another unrunnable fight.
Ooh, and they rolled kind of beefy.
Yeah, the airs.
They rolled really beefy. That's the worst, when they roll high hit points or high evasion. You have to burn so much time in charges.
Nora, yeah, unrunnable war mech, the dream.
Alright, Mono getting ready to take on the Lich that nobody really cares about. I'm surprised he's taking the time to cure, to be honest.
As he pulls out nuclear and annihilates you.
The tuba with 3 ribbons.
Yeah, first round was always Nuke, and you knew he was pulling her out of the box. Lich didn't seem to have anything scary there.
Oh, everyone that blessed RNG'd for the nachos got their dream. We definitely are on different tables.
wasn't the 3-air encounter unrunnable back on the other floor?
If it was a different, because you could have encounters that have 0 to 1 of a secondary monster, that counts as a separate encounter.
And carry 2 looks like it's going down to spells pretty quickly.
Yeah, unrunnable war mech is bad. We had a runner encounter 3 war mechs on the bridge. They were runnable, thankfully, but 3 when it's a 3 in 64 chance of getting them. Yeah, carry 2 had nothing.
Nope, nothing to speak of. And now he's on to Kraken, and Tiamat is going down. Tiamat 1.
Kraken 2 is the first of the potential gatekeepers.
And Papa now has his 4th orb, and you gotta believe he will be going straight into TOFR now. He does have the levels.
Yeah. Although it's going to take Mono wiping at this point.
Mono's not buffing his defenses, though. He's going all out.
Yeah, Kraken playing nice with an opening lit too.
He could take those 8 tentacles, though. Ooh, what a shot from Nuke. 392. That's gotta be the higher end.
Oh, that was a pretty wimpy Kraken too.
Yeah, but
His hit point wise.
The fighter rolled at 91. The fighter doesn't have a lot of intelligence. Me smash. Yeah, a night casting fade. That's like giving the white mage the Masmon and saying, here, swing this.
Oh, that wasn't even Tiamat too.
Tempering up his fighter.
2 for 2. Tiamat rolled some absorb, it would seem.
Mono giving Dvorpal some screen time.
3 hits for 133. With
Just
crits.
waiting for Tiamat to pull it out.
2 hits. Wasn't even able to take the red down in 1, so not too bad.
Looks like Papa's doing some last minute spell shopping before he makes his dive.
Yeah, 2 hits for 111 on his knight. Tiamat's not. He's tanky. And it looks like he's got a good chunk of hit points too.
Yeah, but he's not really doing anything dangerous.
Yeah, just chip away at him. Fire 2.
He'll be going down this round.
Yeah, Mono throwing everything he's got. There we go. There's a big hit. 650 takes down Tiamat 2.
And Papa has entered TOFR in a time of 1 hour and 32 minutes.
So,
but right now it's Mono's race to lose.
We didn't see much of the first 2 fiends, but there's still nukes and nuclears that we haven't seen. We don't know what really. We haven't seen anything big out of the first 4 revisited fiends.
No Cure 4, no nothing. So it makes you wonder what Chaos is hiding.
Yeah, he could be hiding all the good stuff.
Well, we will find out shortly.
Alright, buffing up, opening lit 2. That's what you want to see. That'll let him get a defense and an invis 2 up.
Now he's just going to temper the fighter and hope for the best. Ooh, Bane. And the black mage without the ribbon takes the fall.
So that means we're probably going to have a good chance at seeing 2 of Papa's guys go down on that first Bane.
Yeah, because Papa's only got 2 ribbons. It looks like Mono's got Chaos Ooh, he's not hitting very hard with that Vorpal.
He had 5 for 190 and he lost one of his temper casters, but it looks like he's just going to go nuking about 500-ish, a little bit more than that damage in.
351 there.
There's a nuclear. And he's able to live
hanging
through it.
on, though. He's hanging on.
Out of lit threes, the old red mage just barely holds on for that clutch cure 3 or heal 3.
Another wimpy shot, though. 152. If Chaos has rolled extra hit points. Ooh, there's a big shot. 508.
Alright, able to get that red mage up a little bit. Only seen one nuclear though so far. No nukes, no anything else.
Oh, for 3? I think as long as Chaos doesn't pull out a Cure 4, I think Mono has this.
Yeah, Mono thinks he's got it. Oh, it's a crack, but he's got ribbons. Terminated.
There you go. GG to Mono. That was actually a pretty easy TOFR, to be honest. We didn't really see anything big except for the nuclear.
And Mono's official time, 1:34:51.
We'll see if we can pull him in here to see what he thought about the seed. Meanwhile, Papa is still making his descent to on the fire floor now. Nice to see that he's going to stick this out to the end. Well, he could have it. We really didn't see much of his spell list, so...
Yeah, we didn't see any of the... Oh, there's Tornado on carry. Yeah, we didn't really see much from the any of the fiends. We have no idea where nukes, nuclears. We just found the tornado.
I don't think we've seen a nuke yet. So are we pulling Mono in here for a little interview, or...? Down goes Carrie. Well, hello there, Monochi. How'd you like that one?
Pretty bad.
When you first started, take us through it. When you first started and the wolves were unrunnable and they had all this dangerous stuff, what were you thinking then?
Buy some cabins and then just try to save my way through, I guess. That was the plan. Or just try to fade, go first, or they kill me.
And as far as ruby locked seeds go, this one wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, it was not too terrible. Once I found the bridge and the... once I get the, what is it? This bottle from the pirates, I knew it was TNT required. So...
Looks like Kraken's making short work of that black mage. So there wasn't really anything big from the 4 fiends, though.
yeah, that's true. I didn't find anything big.
Yeah, you had nuclear on chaos, but I think we Papa found tornado on carry, but it looked like Tiamat was a bit tanky, but nothing dangerous. Yes. Oh, and Papa's not looking good.
Oh, he didn't have 3 ribbon?
No, he didn't get the one in the fire cave. He didn't go up into that corner.
Oh, Papa's in a bad spot now.
Oh, Kraken with nuke. Jeez, I didn't see that.
Yeah, neither
At
did
least,
we. The only bad thing we saw on your side was the nuclear from Chaos. Everything else was pretty manageable. But we found Tornado and Nuke now on Papa's side.
yeah, I
When
decided
Papa's
to.
out, Papa's got no mages left, so he's just going away swinging now.
Yeah, tonight with Ruse though, you'd be fine. And they both have Q3. Yeah, I decided to like fade with all my character on Kraken, so that saved me from the nuke, I think.
Yeah, we definitely saw you going pedal to the metal on the Fiends Revisited. You were not holding back.
Yeah, you didn't put on too many defensive buffs, so I guess you were just going right through them.
Yeah, until Tiamat, then I decided to buff up a bit and then go for the kill.
And Papa's down to his last fighter. I have to man mode it.
He does have the defense sword, right?
Yes, he found the
does.
Mazmoon as well.
Well, where are they?
The Mazmoon, I believe, was one of the key lock. It was locked behind one of the mystic key doors. I can't remember which one now. Dwarf cave, everybody's saying. Oh, and there's a wipe for Papa.
Oh no.
Tiamat got him. Looks like he may have retired.
Yep, Papa went ahead and threw the towel in since Mono had already got done.
Well, let's give him a good game, folks, because that was a rough seed. Boat runners did extremely well. See if we can get Papa in here, maybe. I guess one last time, I'd like to thank Randomania for the restream, as well as my fellow commentator, tracker, everybody that was involved in this run tonight. You should really give them all a follow. It was really a good job done by all.
And also thanks guys for commentating. Demon Frog and the Angry Canucks, and thanks Malay Wizard for the tracking.
Then,
No problem, it was fun.
while we're pulling Papa in, tomorrow we have a 4-way race on Rando 1 at 7 p.m. And we also have another run on, I believe, on Rando 1 at 9:30 p.m. So if you want some more Final Fantasy Randomizer, join us tomorrow.
Can we get Papa in here by chance, or? Oh well, good job, Mono, and you moved to 3-0 now. You've punched your ticket to at least a chance to get into the brackets.
Oh, that's good. Just need one more win.
Yep, one more and guaranteed you. Right now, you can at least get into the to the wild card slot.
Yeah, feels good.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Hope you had a good time. Thanks to Randomania. Thanks to all the commentators and back end guys. Thank you, Mono, for running, giving us the entertainment.
And thank you guys for commentating as well. And thanks Nora for the restream too. He's working hard, getting all of us taken care of. Thanks, man.
He's not working that hard. Don't worry.
He's phoning it in.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. Good run, guys. And tomorrow we got a lot of action going on, so, get rested and get ready for a good day.